Hi, this is Beards and Hats Gaming. I'm Zach.
And I'm Daniel. We were formerly known as ClicksVids. We've decided to rebrand ourselves so as not to limit ourselves to one kind of game.
Tonight we're going to be talking about Weiss Schwarz. It's a Japanese card game based on popular anime such as Sword Art Online, Kill la Kill, and Fairy Tail. What we're opening up tonight is the Attack on Titan box. It's going to be 20 packs, 8 cards each, and me and Danny here are going to bust into them, see what we get. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to try and open this up. So pretty standard fare. It's a box. It's got cards in it. Oh, what's this? That's neat. It's a little bitty Mikasa. Alright, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There's your half. There's my half. Oh, wait. That's mine. Alright. We're good? Let's go.
Alright.
What we're going to be doing is separating these into their respective types, and then we will be going over these later in a video, talking more extensively about where we think is good in the set and what we think is going to do well. Hey guys, so me and Danny opened up our box of Attack on Titan Weiss Schwarz. We have had some time to go through what we opened. Picked a couple of things out of every color. Stuff we think it's going to be a lot of fun to play, so we're going to go over those with you right now. I'm going to get us started with blue. First card I've got is the Enormous Stature Colossal Titan. It's a level 3 that costs 2 to cast. It's got a couple of cool abilities. If you had a card named Threat to Humanity Colossal Titan and Broken Wall Colossal Titan, this card gets -1 level while in your hand. So what it means is that you can cast it earlier, and at 10,000 power, that's a pretty big deal at that stage in the game. You're going to be able to deal a lot of damage and clear out your opponent's board. It's also got during your opponent's turn, if this card is your center stage and is not reversed, all your other Threat to Humanity Colossal Titan and Broken Wall Colossal Titan get the following ability. This card cannot become reversed. So basically, while this guy's out, your other 2 Titans can't be knocked off the board. And then finally, you've got an auto ability of put a card named and an 850 from your climax area into your waiting room. At the beginning of your encore step, you may pay this cost, and if you do, return the top card of your clock to your hand, and this card gets plus 3,000 power into your opponent's next turn. So basically, you've got a 13,000 point monster just sitting waiting for your opponent to smash into. So not bad. What I've got next is the Threat to Humanity Colossal Titan. It's a level 2 for 9,500 attack and 1 soul. If you do not have any other Enormous Stature Colossal Titans, this card cannot attack. So that's a little bit of a downside. If this guy's not out, this guy's not doing any attacking. If this card is in the left position of your center stage, the Enormous Stature Colossal Titan and Broken Wall Colossal Titan both get plus 1,000 power. It's also got an auto ability of put a card in your hand into your waiting room. When this card attacks, the card name and an 850 is in your climax area, you can pay the cost, and if you do, all your Titan characters get plus 3,500 power until the end of turn, which buffs not only these guys, but any of the other Titans that came in this set. And then last, when one of your Enormous Stature Colossal Titan is put into the waiting room from your stage, this guy also goes to your waiting room. So if this guy dies, this one's going with it. And last but not least, the Broken Wall Colossal Titan. Again, it's a level 2, cost of 1. Just like with the Threat to Humanity Titan, it can't attack unless Enormous Stature Colossal Titan's out. If this card is in the right position of your center stage, and all your other Enormous Stature Colossal Titan and Threat to Humanity Colossal Titans get plus 1,000 power. This one's got when it attacks, and a card named and an 850 is in your climax area, you get to draw an extra card. And then just like with this one, if your Enormous Stature Colossal Titan goes off the board into the waiting room, so does this guy. So those are my blue cards, and we're going to get Danny's cards.
The first blue card that I picked out is the and an 850 climax card.
Which, if you guys remember, is the climax that is triggering off of my Colossal Titans.
Its continual ability gives all of your characters plus 1,000 power and plus 1 soul. When it triggers, you may choose a climax in your waiting room and put it back into your hand. The next one we're going to look at is the Forest of Giant Trees event card. It's a level 1 that costs 0. It allows you to search for up to 2 Titans and put them into your hand. Then you have to put a card from your hand into your waiting room, and you put this card into your clock. And the last one we're going to look at is the Hard Exterior Armor Titan. It's a level 2, 1 cost. It has a continual ability that if all of your other characters are Titans, it gets plus 2,000 power. And it has another ability, it's an auto ability, that when his battle opponent is reversed, you put the top card of your deck into your clock to draw a card.
So it sounds like the Titans are really building off each other. They buff each other, and are letting you attack for a lot earlier in the game than most of your other opponent's cards are going to get to play as. So it seems like something that's going to be fun to ramp and play up.
Yeah, the Titans are definitely going to work together to be very, very hard to deal with.
Which is what they do on the show.
All right, and now we're going to go back over to Zach and look at the red cards.
All right, so the next set of cards I'm going to talk about is my picks from the red. First up, I've got Battle Stance Jean. What he's doing is he's a level 0 with a cost of 0 at 1,500 power. He's got an auto ability when this card becomes reversed. If this card's battle opponent is level 0 or lower, you can reverse that character as well. It's also with an act ability at a cost of 1. Is choose one of your core characters, and that character gets plus 1,500 until end of turn. So he's buffing his other friends, but also early on in the game, if you're hitting another level 0 that's a bit higher power than you, you're still clearing the board of not only your character, but your opponent's character. So early on, gives you some board control.
You can definitely tactically defeat some of your other characters.
Well, clearly, that's why he's in his battle stance. Next up, Anti-Titan Device Snapblade. So, different card art on the cards. I don't know if that's special or not, but what it does is it's an event card. It's a level 2, cost 2, and it's choose one of your opponent's level 2 or lower characters and put it in your opponent's waiting room. So what's cool about that is it's just kind of a board clear. If you've got necessarily like a character that's buffing and you can't get rid of it because it's on the back side of your stage, just drop that out and get rid of it, and all of a sudden you've got an easier board to deal with from your opponent.
The first red card that I picked out was a Direct Strike Mikasa. It's a level 2. It costs 1. Has a continual ability, assist. All the characters in front of her will get plus X, where X is 500 times their level.
Jeez.
So she's going to be good when later game, definitely. She has an auto ability that when she is placed in the stage from your hand, you may put a climax into your waiting area and return a core member character to your hand.
Cool.
The next one we're going to look at is the Hand of Salvation event. It's a level 1, it costs 0. It allows you to return a core member from your waiting room to your hand. Then you put a card from your hand into your waiting room. Then you choose a character to get plus 3,000 power. That's going to allow you to buff to fight the Titans.
So it seems like a lot of your lower cost red stuff is either clearing stuff off of the board, or it's just buffing stuff so that you can continue just to power through and not lose your characters. So that's seeming pretty sweet. I like it. 2 good event cards as well.
Two good event cards. And now we're going to go look at what Zach picked in the yellow.
Alright, so for my choice in yellow, my first one's going to be the Anti-Titan device Omnidirectional Mobility Gear. It's an event that works a lot like the Forest of Giant Trees. What it does is you search your deck for up to one core character and reveal it to your opponent. Put it into your hand and choose a card in your hand and put it into your waiting room. You're going to shuffle your deck afterwards and then choose up to one of your core characters in battle and move it to an open position on your stage. So really this is getting something in your hand that you need while also helping you reposition your board for your next attack. Next I have Call from the Heart Armin. He is a level 2 with a 1 cost. His continuous ability is if the number of your other core characters is 2 or more, this card gets plus 100. And then when this card trigger check reveals a climax, this card gets plus 4,000 and an extra soul until your end of turn. So, buffing for strong damage.
As long as you're playing with other core members.
Yeah, exactly.
So. My first yellow card is Humanity's Rage, Aaron Titan. It is a level 1, cost 1. It has an auto ability. Whenever another core member attacks, he gets plus 1,000 power. There's a second auto ability that when he attacks, if Crushing Blow is in play, you may pay 1 and put the top card of your deck into your clock, and your opponent can't use any encore abilities this turn.
That's gross.
Yeah. It even can't do the auto encore.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah. The next one we're going to look at is the Resisting Fate Armin. It's a level 3 that costs 2. Continual effect. This card cannot be chosen by opponent's effects. Yeah, that's...
so far I'm getting that yellow just seems like, just don't touch me.
Yeah, it protects your guys pretty easily. It has another continual effect that is assist effect. All corpse members in front of him get plus 2,000 and also cannot be affected by opponents.
So like in the show, Armin's just not going to do anything, but in the card game, he's just like, everybody just do a really good job, don't touch anybody.
That's right, don't get touched.
Alright.
He has a third ability. It's an auto ability. When he's put on the stage, you look at the top X cards of your deck. X equals how many core members you have out. You can choose 1 to put in your hand and put the rest in your waiting room.
He cost how much to play?
2. He's a level 3 though.
Ah.
Yeah, so
He's still really
good. Yeah. The last one we're going to look at in yellow is the Crushing Blow Climax, the one that triggers off the Aaron Titan. It gives you a 1,000 power and plus 1 soul when it's in play. When it triggers, during your next turn, or during this turn, the next damage dealt by the attacking character that triggered this card is, if it is canceled, you do 1 damage to your opponent.
So like even if your damage gets canceled out, you're still at least getting 1
Yeah,
through.
you're still getting something through.
So some pretty solid choices in yellow. Way better
Yeah.
than mine were.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yellow's going to be pretty fun to play too. That Armin's going to be really good.
Oh yeah. If you can get him out there and you're still running, you could easily cinch back to victory with that level 3 Armin for sure.
Yeah. All right, and now I'm going to go and look at Zach's green.
Alright, so my green choices are both Levi cards. Our first one is a level 0 with a cost of 0. It is Scout Regiment Captain Levi. His continual power is if the character facing this card is level 3 or higher, this card gets plus 7,500. So, early game, he's alright, but late game, if you're pull a level 0 in your hand, he's probably going to knock out some things as long as they're not boosted. But with how the other characters in this set work with core members, he's going to have at least more than 10,000.
Yeah, having something that low, be able to take out a level 3 is...
If your stocks run out and
yeah,
cinch him down for at least 10,000 easy.
Yeah.
And then next up, Cool Personality Levi. He's so cool. He's got a level 1 with a cost of 0. His auto abilities, when this card is placed on the stage from your hand, this card gets plus X power until end of your turn. X is equal to 500 multiplied by the number of core characters you have. So he's at least getting an extra 2,000, not counting buffs from the characters that those cards may already be presenting. So at a level 1 with 0, he has the potential to be really big and put out a lot of characters off of your opponent's board. Danny now is going to go with his choices in green.
The first card that I'm going to look at is also a Levi.
He's so cool.
It's the Resisting Fate Levi. It's a level 3 that costs 2. Has an auto ability that when the Wings of Freedom is put in your climax, and he is in the center stage, you put a card from your hand into your waiting room to put a core member from your clock onto the stage.
You.
Yeah, that's a really good ability.
What's these level 3s doing?
Yeah. His level 3s have been really good. Then he has another ability that can only be used once per turn. On the turn that he is placed, when his battle opponent becomes reversed, you may pay 3 and put a core member from your hand and a character from the stage into the waiting room and stand him and move him to another open position. Yeah.
So it's just like these cards are just like, hey, listen, I know I've probably already won the game, but now I just want to specifically make sure that you're not going to win.
Yeah.
So the level 3s, I usually don't play level 3s in my decks, but
these are really good.
These
level
may
3s.
be worth teching in like 2 or 3 just to have.
Yeah, like especially that one and the Armin are very good.
Yes, they work well with each other too.
Yeah. The last one we're going to look at is the Biological Research Event card. It's a level 1, it costs 0. You can look at up to 4 cards from the top of your deck and put 1 core member into your hand, and you put the rest into your waiting room.
Free search.
Yeah, free search. So you get to hopefully get some. We'll get a core
All right,
member
so we
there.
opened some packs. We gave you a rundown of what we like from the set. Looks like a really awesome set, and I'm excited to play with it. It looks like I'm going to try and probably run a yellow-green deck. I like a lot of what the Levi's do in this set. I'm really liking a lot of the event cards in yellow as well as the Climax and the Armin cards. Looks like a lot of synergy there to create a lot of big pumped-up powerhouses that are just going to knock your opponent off the board regardless of what they're doing.
Yeah, this should be a really good deck.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm thinking about making a Titan deck just out of the blue. We get the Titans from the trial deck. It allows you to play multiples of them, more than you can normally play. And plus, you get some of the ones we looked at, like the Colossal Titans. They can get really big, really fast, as long as you play them with some of the other stuff. And then you get the Search, you can go get them. You can make everything run just like it's supposed to run.
It seems like there's just a lot of buffing. This reminds me a lot of the Sword Art Online set, where there's just a lot of synergy. Everything wants to run together. Yeah. Well, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, we are now Beards and Hats Gaming. Stay tuned. We will have more videos coming at you. Thank you guys for watching.